That atmosphere was once a rarity at Ball State athletic events, but now aura isn't too hard to come by. That's all thanks to an idea just over a year ago by then freshman Ben Carr.
I had started coming to some football games, started coming to some basketball games, and I kind of noticed there was kind of a lacking in the student section. There weren't a whole lot of people showing up to games. So I had this idea. One of my friends that I worked with the Indians, she is president of Dayton's student section called the Red Scare. So after talking with her for a while, I was like, I'd love to try to bring this to Ball State. But when I had the idea on it, I was in freshman year, I was like, I don't want to sit on this and maybe say, I'm going to wait till my junior or senior year to put this into fruition. I'm just going to go for it now.
But Carr isn't the first Cardinal to have this idea, as other flocks have tried to fly a similar course.
There's been a few that have come and gone. I don't think they've really had a group that's had much traction probably in 7 years or so, but we've never had a group that's been directly tied in with our marketing department and with our athletic department. It's interesting talking to other people who are in organizations similar to this with other schools. Some are directly involved with their athletic departments, some are not. The ones that are 10 times more successful.
And Director of Community Outreach and Social Media, Kendall Frobig, knows that Carr didn't shy away from the ensuing, chaos in the way of making his dream a reality.
I wasn't there for any of the hard part. Ben did all the hard work for me, and I just got to show up on day one. But seeing the work, seeing my friends that are in the organization who have been there for doing the work, getting to see the payoff of that is something that's really exciting.
But that hard work was not without its hardships. And the biggest one for Carr came when the idea's biggest supporter, athletics marketing coordinator Sean Sullivan, left his position and seemingly held the organization ready to take flight on the runway.
Unfortunately, when Sean decided to move on, that was a little bit of tough because I was working with him, and then there were a few months where I didn't know what was going to happen. I kind of thought the idea was dead. Fortunately, he left the idea and passed it on to others, and they reached back out. But that was definitely kind of a lower point where I was like, I don't know if this is going to happen or not. But once we got it off the ground, it's absolutely taken off.
And taken off it has, when the section finally made its debut this school year at Ball State's first home football game. The experience for Carr and his fellow members of the Chaos was just
incredible. The first football game, it was packed all the way up to the top of the section up there. Which was incredible to see, and all the people doing the chants that we had prepared for. And the coolest thing to me was every single person in the stands was standing the whole time. Talking to other people who are a little bit older than me, have been here for longer, that's never happened.
Seeing people excited to be a part of the student section was something that just doesn't really have a definitive explanation to it. It just felt gratifying.
Now that Carr's dream is finally reality, Frobig is beyond thankful for all the effort Carr has put into the group.
Knowing Ben is a privilege. He's very committed, very passionate about what he does, and super inspiring for people that are like me, who are in the same industry, want to be involved just as much as him, and he's literally paving the way, walking the walk for all of us to follow in.
And as Cardinal Chaos looks to keep growing, Frobig and Carr hope it will create chaotic waves of positive impact on the Cardinal community for years to come.
I think that this club is going to be the starting blocks for sort of transforming the program, the athletics program, and the fan base behind it. Because I'm of the opinion that the program can't go as far if it doesn't have the fans behind it.
I know as a former high school athlete, when there are fans in the stands, I played better. And so the hope is that we get fans in the stands, our athletes perform, they win, which brings more people out, and soon the community as well. So I'm excited to see in the coming years how that grows and how big that will grow to be.